All right, guys, if you're getting into cybersecurity, you definitely want to pay attention to this. I'm CyberDarsh. I'm a cyber systems engineer, and I've been teaching cybersecurity on social media. All right, guys, so we just created our OpenSense VM. Now it's time to configure the actual OpenSense VM. But first, I want to talk to you guys about some network configurations, some network settings, and kind of the philosophy behind everything that we're doing, right? Not just configuring the VM, but how we have networking set up currently right now. In Proxmox, if you click on your Proxmox node, which is going to be on the left-hand side here, my Proxmox node is PMS001. We're going to click on network. And so you're going to see a bunch of networking settings here, okay? Now, I'm going to break this down for you guys. So on my Proxmox server, the actual hardware, I have 2 Ethernet ports in motion right now. And they are automatically being picked up here in the Proxmox network settings. And I'm going to show you. So I took the liberty to label them to make it a little easier for me to explain it, and also for myself to just make sure I know which one I'm working with. So first we have Proxmox has already called this NIC 0, and I added the label motherboard NIC. So this is the NIC attached to the motherboard, and this is what's connected to my home router. In previous videos, I installed a 4-port network card. I kind of messed up, so I had to backtrack there. It turns out that the 4-port network card wasn't compatible with my system, so I had to call it audible. It got a little tricky, but I actually found that I had a USB to Ethernet adapter. So we're going to use that for the home lab. It's not really a big deal. Again, this is not a production environment or anything like that. I'm not losing out on any bandwidth or any speed. The second network device that Proxmox has picked up is that USB to Ethernet. Okay, that's literally a dongle on the hardware, my actual server plugged into the case. A Ethernet jack going into USB. So it's plugged into the hardware via USB. Now the question is, what do we do with this, right? What does that mean? Now, this is when it says network device here, these are the physical devices that Proxmox is picking up on. But when we work with VMs inside of a hypervisor, the VMs aren't plugging, the VMs are not routing directly to any physical ports, okay? Proxmox and your hypervisors, they deal with what's called virtual switches. So imagine you have a physical switch in real life where you're plugging in a bunch of Ethernet cables, a bunch of devices together. The switch routes traffic between the devices on the same switch, or if it needs to go outside of that, the switch sends it up to another device after that. You can see that I have 2 virtual switches. One I labeled main, that's V